Cardano people, we'll take a look at my main Elliot Wave count for where ADA is going to help you with your game plan and to stay on the right side, to stay in the green. And we will only be focusing on Elliot Waves, but other techniques can make an appearance, such as my peculiar celestial web lines based off of divine symmetry. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the short to midterm count. And Cardano is currently finishing this longer term 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count to the downside, and within this 5 we're getting a possible extension. This fifth leg is turning into an extended fifth leg, and within this parentheses longer term intermediate 5, you can see there we have a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subway count to complete this, and we're currently trying to complete the 4, and price is trending at 50 cents. Within this fourth wave in this short to midterm count, it's turning into a complex double combo correction. W, X, Y, you see there in parentheses. In each of those waves, the W has 1, 2, 3 subwaves in there, X has 1, 2, 3 in there, and then the Y is extended, turning into a W, X, Y, X, Z, as you see right there, possibly getting up to 15 to 18 subwaves in there. Of course, we're going to need more time to see how it all progresses over time, but it is projected that going into mid-August, the end of August, we will be seeing a little bit more upside, as you see in this rising wedge, and it's tightening, getting closer to the apex, finishing out this Z count, this micro Z count, getting up to my target of 57 cents, and then possibly it's going to face some heavy resistance and rejection from there. Yes, it could go a little bit higher, of course, at 65 or 70 before facing heavy resistance and getting rejected because of overwhelming sellers. And that would complete this Y count, WXY, plus finishing the 4 subwaves within the longer term 5th wave with the parentheses you see there, that intermediate 5. So 57 is the target to the upside, 65, and then 70. Keep those targets in mind as we get up there. There's going to be so much resistance. We have resistance going over here, as you can see with these highs we got back in June. There's just a lot of sellers waiting over here, and then getting up to 65, 70. Now we're competing with a lot of resistance and sellers over here. Plus we have my celestial web line, this macro celestial web line, acting as very heavy resistance as well. I do believe we will be able to penetrate it a bit going into mid to late August before facing some hesitance and getting some rejection from there, and then going back to the downside, which lines up with building this major macro bottom that I've been talking about on the channel for so long for a lot of projects. Another way this could play out in terms of Elliot wave theory moving forward though, pretty much it's possible this 5th leg could have been completed around July. You could see here at around 40 cents. Let me grab this 5th wave, this sub 5th wave could have been completed right there at around 40 cents, and then this 4th subwave right here could have been completed around here in June at around 68 cents, and there would have been no need for the WXY horizontal sideways correction, wouldn't have been needed. This would be called a truncated 5th, where it doesn't really go that much lower than the 3rd. It's almost technically a double bottom, and possibly we are making a 5-wave impulse count, at least on the short to midterm, where it can look something like this, where it does, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, something like that. Going into end of year and possibly into 2023, the beginning of 2023, which also lines up with this mega relief rally that I've been predicting on the channel, anticipating and talking about for so long. We're going to definitely keep tracking this and keep following this, and I'm going to keep updating as time progresses. I'm definitely bullish on Cardano. I also like the founder, Charles Hoskinson's. I think he's a big visionary for not only his project, for just the crypto space in general. Has a lot of great things and very productive and fruitful things. Let's go into the more longer term count for Cardano, what can happen. So in this longer term downtrend from September of last year going into this year, we're making a longer term higher degree W correction, which would complete the 5th right there, okay, going into end of year, and then lining up with this relief rally that I've been talking about for so long on my channel, something like that, before correcting one more time, and it can make a higher low where it turns into a running flag going into next year of 2023, or it could capitulate, come back down, retesting lows we've had in the past, such as 40 cents, something like that, creating kind of like a double bottom or triple bottom, or even more shocking would be a expanded flat where it goes below these last lows we've got in the past, really just freaking out and shaking the market. So we're definitely going to be updating this as time progresses. I'm definitely excited to see how this all turns out. Definitely stay tuned with the channel. Let me know what you think below in the comments section. Let me know if you have any questions about my wave counts. So hang in there. May the gains be with you. See you in the upside in the next Elliot Wave Count analysis update. Thank you so much and peace.